going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, sports family. Thank you for joining us. It is Friday, March 31st, 2023. This is your host, Joseph Hadid, for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. As we close out the month of March and open doors to the beginning month of April, as April showers bring Mayflowers, ladies and gentlemen. And we get ready for what's to come for the months of April, going forward into May, and so forth and so forth, as we prepare for, longer nights and warm temperatures, nonetheless. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully everybody's having, had a really productive week, ready for this upcoming weekend. It is TGIF. And for joining us here on Worldwide Sport Updates, our YouTube channel. And we're going to recap some sports news that transpired this past week, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to start off by recapping those sports news for you. And we're going to start off with, ladies and gentlemen, none other than this person you're really familiar with, Connor McDavid. And you've been hearing his name buzzing a whole lot in the NHL department. Connor McDavid, ladies and gentlemen, becomes the first NHL player to reach 140 points since 1995-1996. Connor McDavid reached a point total the NHL hasn't witnessed in 27 years on Monday night. McDavid's assists during the Edmonton Oilers game against the Arizona Coyotes made him the first player to reach the 140-point mark since 1995-1996, and the 10th skater all time. The Oilers captain wasted no time to reach the mark with his assist on Zach Hyman's first period power play goal. Mario Limix and Jaromir Jagr were the last players to have a season of 140 points or more, finishing the 1995-1996 season with 161 and 149 points for the Pittsburgh Penguins, respectively. McDavid also joins a very exclusive class of players that have put up 140 points or more in a regular season, joining the likes of Lamar and Jagr, as well as Wayne Gretzky, ladies and gentlemen, the GOAT Wayne Gretzky, Steve Yzerman, Phil Esposito, Adam Oates, Bernie Nichols, Pat LaFontaine, that's Pat LaFontaine, and Mike Bossy. So, ladies and gentlemen, Connor McDavid, ladies and gentlemen, has reached that point total that he always wanted the NHL to witness, and it finally has been witnessed in 27 years this past week on Monday night. So other than that, awesome job for Connor McDavid and what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen. And not to mention, he's getting recognized for in what he how you approach the game of NHL. So it's pretty awesome stuff. Again, making him the first player too to reach 140 point mark again, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the Maple Leafs. Bieber cheers on the Maple Leafs. Team sports his jerseys. Justin Bieber is not sorry for his Toronto Maple Leafs fandom. The pop singer, ladies and gentlemen, attended the Maple Leafs game against the Florida Panthers at Scotiabank Arena this past Wednesday, folks. This past week of this Wednesday. Justin Bieber, ladies and gentlemen, enthusiastically cheered on the Maple Leafs with his wife, Hailey Bieber, and his family. Toronto sported the third jerseys Bieber designed for their next gen games. This is the fifth time this season the Maple Leafs have worn the black and blue jerseys. On Tuesday, the Maple Leafs and Bieber's streetwear brand, Drew House, announced the launch of a new ball hockey league for kids in Toronto this upcoming summer. Alright, so we had to talk about a little bit of Justin Bieber and the Toronto Maple Leafs and what it had to do with the Toronto Maple Leafs in getting that recognition this past week in NHL hockey perspective news. Alright, ex-NFL star, let's shift over to some NFL news, ladies and gentlemen, and the controversy that, well, I would say, yeah, is it a controversy? I mean, of what's going on with Lamar Jackson. So ex-NFL star, ladies and gentlemen, sends a strong message to Lamar Jackson amid the Patriots rumors. Now, who's the ex-NFL star, you ladies and gentlemen might ask? Well, the ex-NFL superstar that sent a strong message to Lamar Jackson was none other than, ladies and gentlemen, I think I have that name for you, Asante Samuel. Yeah, former Patriot. Let's get right to it. Lamar Jackson's future with the Baltimore Ravens, ladies and gentlemen, remains uncertain. The star quarterback was placed under the non-exclusive franchise tag earlier this month and hasn't been able to reach a new contract with the Ravens. He's free to sign an offer sheet with any team, and if the Ravens don't match it, they get 2 first-round picks. The Ravens could also trade Jackson for a different package. The New England Patriots are one interesting potential landing spot for Jackson, although multiple reports this week said they are not expected to pursue the former NFL MVP. That said, Patriots owner Robert Kraft said earlier this week that rapper Meek Mill told him Jackson wants to come to New England. But ladies and gentlemen, one former New England Patriot made his presence known a little bit here. Again, one former Patriots player doesn't want to see Jackson in Foxborough, and you probably won't be surprised at who saying it. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it's other than Asante Samuel, who made his presence felt in this subject in sending a strong message to Lamar, telling him, do not play for Mr. Bill Belichick. Yep, do not play for Mr. Belichick. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, Seattle Seahawks General Manager John Schneider reacts to Anthony Richardson's really impressive pro day. The Seattle Seahawks have been on a pro day tour over the past couple of weeks, watching the top quarterback in this year's NFL draft showcase their skills. This latest stop was in Florida to watch Anthony Richardson, a quarterback often linked to the Seahawks with the 5th overall pick, and whose performance at the NFL Combine was awe-inspiring. One of Richardson's highlights wasn't even a completed pass, and he just threw the ball so high that it hit the ceiling at the practice facility. Yeah, did you all watch that this past week? Did you watch Anthony Richardson's pro day event where, again, ladies and gentlemen, when he threw the ball, he did hit the ceiling? I just want to double check if anybody did see that. Yeah, he did hit the roof. Okay. So with that being said, folks, it was not a completed pass. He threw it so hard that it hit the ceiling at the practice facility. There are question marks over the lack of productivity in college. Starting just one full season with the Florida Gators and only completing 53.8% of his passes en route to a 6-6 record. Granted that Florida wasn't a particularly talented team. Such is the same argument made for the struggles that Kentucky's Will Levis had in the year 2022. All right, ladies and gentlemen, also before we shift over to the next subject, speaking of Anthony Richardson, ladies and gentlemen, and the NFL's combines awe-inspiring, as of late, in the NFL's pro day event. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this upcoming month, as we close out the month of March and shift our attention to the month of April. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just a couple weeks away from the NFL draft, which will be taking place, I believe, I think the NFL draft, I believe, is... let's check that for you. Let's check those dates. The NFL draft, ladies and gentlemen, will take place Thursday, April 27th, 2023, all the way until Saturday, April 29th, 2023, ladies and gentlemen. We will have all those transactions of the NFL draft, ladies and gentlemen, from Thursday all the way to Saturday for you, and I think we should have all the completed results by Sunday, of course. Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay in the loop for that, as we give you all NFL draft result completions when it comes during the end of April. Again, ladies and gentlemen, those dates again are Thursday, April 27th, all the way until Saturday, April 29th. Should be interesting and a fun one nonetheless. All right, let's shift our attention back to, let's shift our attention to some Major League Baseball news, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Baseball has returned. Yes, MLB's opening day 2023 recap. Let's go over that real quick, huh? Baseball season gets underway with new rules. Major League Baseball's 2023 season began with all 30 teams in action on opening day Thursday. The first game of a marathon 162-game campaign that every team hopes takes them deep into October. MLB's new rules took center stage, with the pitch clock keeping games tighter and players getting penalized for infractions for the first time. Reigning American League MVP Aaron Judge homered in the New York Yankees win, starting 2023 with a bang after signing a $360 million contract in the offseason. Not to mention it was 9 years too. Elsewhere, the defending World Series champion Houston Astros lost their opener against the Chicago White Sox. We'll see how they fare out. I think they play today, if I'm not wrong. Houston Astros, the defending champs, will go against the Chicago White Sox, I believe, later this evening. Let's check what time that game will be. Yes, they play today. So again, the Chicago White Sox and the Astros do go head-to-head later on tonight. Scheduled for 8:10 first pitch. That will be at 8:10 p.m. first pitch, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see how the second meeting between those two clubs fares out. But ladies and gentlemen, just to clarify, Chicago starts the season 1-0. Houston fall to 0-1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of MLB, how much will MLB TV cost? A lot of MLB fans are wondering. While the introduction of minor league baseball is a great selling point for many people, the public also need to be able to afford the product. A year-long subscription to MLB TV will set you back $149.99 to pay monthly. It will be $24.99 per month. If you decide that you don't care about any other teams other than your favorite, you could get a single team package for the season, which costs $129.99. Another change is that the future, which was called MLB Audio, is now called At Bat. Subscribers could still listen to blackout-free audio broadcasts of all MLB regular season games with their choice of home or away broadcasts and alternative Spanish audio. But now there is also lots of video available that are broadcasted, of course. So yeah, just to keep that in mind, MLB fans, if you don't want to spend too much, you have to go after the package for the right price and what's more convenient for you to watch those games nonetheless. All right. Federal NIL legislation, ladies and gentlemen, means one thing to college football coaches, other to Congress. For nearly 3 hours on Wednesday, a House Energy and Commerce Subcommittee met with a panel of witnesses to, and once again, discuss potential federal legislation on the NIL rights of college athletes. It wasn't nearly the first such hearing, and won't nearly be the last, and very well might become nothing more than a dead chatter if Congress never passes federal law on the topic. But as a snapshot, it at least made this much clear. There is a starkly evident disconnect between how legislators, yes, ladies and gentlemen, see their role in regulating NIL and what college football coaches hope will come from congressional intervention. All right, let's shift over to some Indian Premier League 2023 opening ceremony live. Arijit Singh, Rashmika, Mandanna, and Tamannah Bhatia to DAZZLE today ahead of the GT versus CSK clash. D-Day is here for Indian Premier League 16. Mahabi Indians captain Rohit Sharma was absent during the IPL captains shoot in Abu Dhabi. I think it's Ahmedabad on Thursday. Sorry for mispronouncing that name, folks. All 9 captains except Rohit assembled at the Narendra Modi Stadium to pose with the trophy. In Indian Mark Raham's absence, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar attended the captain's meet. While there is still uncertainty over MS Dhoni's availability for opener versus Gujarat Titans, Rashmika, Mandanna, and Tamannah, Arijit, Singh, and others from Bollywood will perform at the IPL at the Indian Premier League 2023 opening ceremony. The Indian Premier League's 16th season is about to begin. Arijit Singh, as a well-known Bollywood musician, will play during the Indian Premier League 2023 opening ceremony, making him one of the event's main draws. Rashmika, Mandanna, and actress Tamannah Bhatia have also declared their participation in the Indian Premier League 2023 opening ceremony. Gujarat Titans and Chennai Super Kings will square off following the opening ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. I will see you on next week's recorded podcast with our new top sports news podcast. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your weekend. Hit the like button, subscribe, share it out. Let everybody know what Worldwide Sport Updates is all about for all the latest sports updates and information at your fingertips when you log into www.youtube.com and search for Worldwide Sport Updates by Joey Hadid for all the latest sports updates wherever you may be, sports family, across the world or country nonetheless. Again, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your weekend. Have a safe one. And tune in to our next Friday's recorded podcast for the next daily updates for next week's sports edition. Sports family, take care. Stay blessed. This is Joey Hadid for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Take care. Bye-bye.